Wagwan is your homeboy Big Truck. Hey, yo, check it out. Shout out to my man J.R. Wisdom. Go check him out. He's doing amazing things. Show the king some love. He has some things to say. I have some things to say. And then the spirit of the universe is going to take us home. So without further ado, grab your shorter pants and your helmet and let's get this work. Hustle and motivate.
To empty your mind. Be formless.
What's your age?
I'm 34 years old.
Have you ever proposed to a woman before?
Yes, I did.
And how did that turn out for you?
Newly divorced.
But how long was your marriage?
8 years.
What do you think caused your 8-year marriage to deteriorate?
You know, it's one of those crazy things, man. People can wake up and say, I don't want to do this. No matter what's built, no matter what legacies are in place, you know, it's one of those situations where you can't control people, right? I can't control you. I can't make you do something you don't want to do. So, you know what I mean?
But did you provide in your relationship?
First month, quit your job. I'm here, I'm taking care of this. So I ain't had to see a bill in 8 years, you know?
So even though you provided 100%.
Let me just say this. I can relate on so many levels with this brother and what he's saying, what he went through. Because I went through the exact same thing. Let's go.
Right. The marriage still failed.
Yeah, man. Married people want to be single. Single people want to be married. Rich people want to be poor. Poor people want to be, you know, rich. Rappers want to be athletes. Athletes want to be rap. You know, it's the other side look appealing.
Or let me say this. When you haven't dealt with your past and the things in your past come back and slap you in your damn mouth and sucker punch you, but your true intentions showed up when your faith in your marriage was tested.
You know what I'm saying? And to people who married for a long time, you start hanging out with your single friends, you might miss that lifestyle. A lot of women don't want to be kept, put up for real.
So was it you or your wife that filed for divorce?
On her side.
But as a man, how do you handle the mental shift of building a life for 8 years with someone to now just being back on your own?
It wasn't an easy process. Was in the house for the first 4 months trying to figure out what the hell. Yeah.
I can agree. When I went through my time, and y'all know what I went through in 2019. 2020. It was hell trying to figure it out. What the fuck just happened? Only been married 14 months. Like, what the ham fat? It was a blow. It was a devastating blow, but it was like the worst pain ever.
I mean, like one of those situations like, yo, is anything not repairable these days? If this is not this and that, let's work it out. Let's fix it. At the end of the day, man, that ain't what individuals wanted to do, man. So, you know, I got no choice but to accept it and move on with my life.
Now, before I jump into it, y'all already know this is one of those videos that hits home for me personally, because those of you who've been following my channel, you guys know I discuss this at length about the whole divorce thing, and he said 8 years. I don't know how long ago, because I didn't hear him say it, how long ago he got divorced, but he said he was married for 8 years. First thing people are going to watch and say, well, JR, you always taking the man's side. He must have done something. And
exactly. I'm glad he highlighted that, because a large number of individuals was telling me the same thing. Big Truck, what did you do? I shared what happened. It got to be something else. Sometimes, and I highlight this, sometimes you can do the right things for the wrong person. Okay? Sometimes you don't have to do anything wrong. Sometimes you can do things right and you still get fucked without a nut. You can still get treated like trash because that individual is carrying things from their childhood past or relationships. Then when you say and you do something, it triggers them. That simply means that they've never dealt with that. You need to get healed from that. You need counseling, not relying on spiritual healing.
that could be true, but he said something that's very important. Is this something that is irreparable at the end of the day, or can we fix this? And love conquers all. For those of you who know me and heard me say that and met me personally, y'all know that's a slogan I always say. Love conquers all. But sometimes the allure of the single life, even for married women, is just too much. It's just too much. It's the fear of missing out. That FOMO kicks in for women and men. Like
when I sit there and I listen to, what is it, Steph Curry's wife, Aisha, I listen to the rhetoric and the shit she talking when she go on different podcasts. It's like, dude, you have a good husband, beautiful family. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck you feel you missing out on? At times like this, in this generation that we're living in, It's best to be partnered up with someone than to be by your damn self. Single, bitter, broken women will keep others the same.
But a lot of times it's for women. Start hanging out with single women, and we already know single women keep women single, and that's just what happens. And that was the case with my marriage, and we had kids, and I was always paying the bills. I mean, at one point, for like prior to our marriage, I was paying the bills for what, 6 years, 6 to 8 years at that point. Well, 8 years. We'll put it at 8 years, because she had got out of the Army in 2006.
In my situation, we didn't have no kids. She was a singer, actually, but we didn't have no children together. You know, she was singing she was the lead vocalist for the group called Rolls Royce. Now she's the vocalist, one of the vocalists of the Mary Jane Girls. At the end of the day, you have individuals that run from themselves. Okay. And when I say that they run from themselves, they run from their past instead of dealing and facing their past. One of the things that I enjoy about doing what I do here on this podcast is talk to a lot of men. Face yourself, because that's what I had to do. When I started facing myself and confronting my past, it was better for me to heal. It was better for me to reinvent myself. Okay? So now the next relationship I get into, I will love, 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 love. And when I'm done loving, I will turn around and love some more. I have a different perspective. I have a different outlook on life, a different outlook on love, relationships. And it's a positive outlook, might I say. I live my life in peace. I live my life in happiness. So if I deal with a woman, she will be of the same.
You can't stop someone from doing what they want to do. I always say this to all you guys. As painful as it is, marriage, this is the reason why a lot of dudes are just like done. And a lot of people are going through this world like, bro, they don't want to get hurt. I don't want to go through that, because a woman, and women try to argue about this, but women can and will wake up one day and just be like, I'm not in love with you anymore.
That's true. That's true. And can you blame a man for saying it doesn't benefit me being in the marriage? Can you really blame him? When you sit back and you look at what is the statistics, between 80 to 85%, if I'm not mistaken, of divorces filed is by women. Can you really blame that man? I can see if you had a reason to divorce. If there was if the offenses were concrete, if the offenses was real and realistic. But if the offenses was unnecessary, are you kidding me? And you expect another man to respect you. You expect for your next relationship or marriage to be healthy, knowing what you did. Elohim knows what you did. And he will see to it that any relationships you get into fails. You will be reminded of how you treated him. You will be reminded daily. Even in your sleep, you will be reminded. In your dreams, you will be reminded. When you're taking a shower, you will be reminded. When you are at work, you will be reminded. When you go home and you walk upstairs and you go to your bedroom and you go to bed alone, you will be reminded. When you wake up in the morning, you will be reminded. You will be reminded of how you treated that good man that you had, but you threw it away. You self-sabotaged something good because it wasn't what you were used to.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go out and get my cheeks clapped. I seen this guy at the gym, or this guy was whispering sweet nothings, and I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. And that is just a reality of life, bro. It's just a reality of life. And women, we're not like that. You must have done anything. Women, by the time a man, and I said this on a 3 Million podcast, by the time a man finds out, a lot of times she's already moved on. It's swift. He's caught off guard. He's like, oh my goodness. And she's already moved on, started a new relationship, got plans, all that, talking with her girlfriends, XYZ, and she just blindsides you.
And let's highlight it, though. Let's highlight it, JR. When she's moved on thinking everything is good, reality has a way of sucker punching you and busting you square up in your damn mouth.
And she's gone, and here you are. I want a divorce. Me, in my case, I filed for divorce because she was, y'all know my situation. She just left the house and refused to communicate, even with the kids, anything. She just wanted to live her life, but she didn't want a divorce, which is insane. These women are mentally ill because of the things they do, the way they conduct themselves, the things they say. She's led by emotion, and she just does spontaneous, erratic things.
That's why they always say, be careful of the decisions and choices that you make. It's not always good to make choices and decisions off your emotions. Sometimes it's best to sit back and think logic. Because when you got others that are around you, it not only affects you, but it affects those that are around you. In my case, she had 4 kids. And I love those kids as my own. So of course it affected them. So you looking like, dang, big truck, you already came into a ready-made family. I thought I was doing the right thing. Okay. Did I learn from it? Yes, I did. Trust me, I learned. But I'm glad that I learned, because through all of that, I was able to rekindle my relationship with my mother that I haven't seen in 20 years. So there was a lot of good things that came from that. I was able to confront my mother, say what I need to say, get it off my chest. Everything I've been carrying in my spirit down to my soul, I was able to say, and we let it go and we move forward. Now, me and my mother have a relationship. But when you have something good, my friend, keep it. What's going on right now, especially in the dating world, when you have someone good, keep it. Hold on to it. Make it work. Do your part. It's not hard to do your part. It don't take much to do your part. But take some friendly advice. Do your part. It's best to have someone in this generation than continue on to the next generation and have no one and then end up dying alone. Don't let it be you when they don't have to.
And fellas, you a lot of times are left with whatever. He said he spent 4 months trying to figure out his life at that point, because that's just what has to happen. Meanwhile, she's out doing her thing. She don't care. Bro, and y'all look at it like, am I the only man? Of course I'm not. I'm not the only dude with this story. Y'all be thinking, a lot of ladies thinking oh, you're just mad. There's women. Where are they at? Where are they at? Slut culture, thought culture, all of this is within you. It's already within you. Malcolm X was talking about this, and I said this on a lot of my videos back in his autobiography, how vain women are. Women want to be able to do whatever they want, to have fun. They want to be able to do whatever it is they want, and you can't please them. You can't. She'll never be happy. She's always looking for the next thing, always looking for the next compliment, attention, high, to show off, to compete. She's never going to be basically like, okay, I'm here, I'm happy with you. You can get in a relationship with a woman. She says she wants to be in a relationship. And I said this previously, I was in a relationship with this woman, and she just couldn't, no matter what I tried to do, no matter what I tried to communicate with her, she would just go through spells where she's just like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I just don't feel like talking. I'm just down. And it's like, well, bro, what the like, we were in a relationship, right? And you're like, well, JR, you're supposed to, man, forget all that, bro. I got my issues too, but I'm not about to sit here and be, as a man, you shouldn't be sulking. Oh, I just don't feel like talking today. Leave me alone. Or I'm not going to talk to you for a few days.
Huh?
Just one of those days that a girl goes through when I'm inside.